everybody, my name is Niamh Buffini, CEO and founder of Buff Performance. We are a performance, health and fitness business based in South Dublin. I started this business back in 2018 with the vision to help performance and professional athletes with their athletic career physically. We've transformed the business into along the lines of corporate health and wellness, personal health and fitness, and performance mentoring and physical training. I'm delighted to share with you today, focusing on the wellness and fitness side of things, our 6 top tips for best healthy living. So beginning with the number 1 top tip I have to give you guys, especially really applicable for at the moment, this point in time when everybody is a little bit more stressed and anxious as COVID lockdown restrictions continue on, particularly here in Ireland. Number 1 is breathe. So breathe your way through any points of time during the day when you feel a little more stressed than normal, you're getting a little bit anxious, your heart rate might come up a little bit. So the rule of thumb that we use here with Buff Performance is the 6-4-10 rule for breathing. So we inhale for 6 seconds, we hold it for 4, and then we exhale for 10 seconds. And you can build on that as you go over time, but that's a nice rule of thumb to follow. That's usually speaking, it's a good way to practice that breathing pattern when you wake up in the morning because you're at your most relaxed, normally speaking, or last thing at night before you go to bed. We always recommend that you would practice this 2 to 3 times in a row and then try it maybe 3 times a day, particularly around those times when you're both relaxed or at your most stressed levels. Okay, so particularly if you have a family at home and work, family life balance can be difficult at the moment. It's a great way to really sit back and relax the body and the mind. So number 2, our second top tip for best healthy living is keeping things minimalistic. So at the moment, minimalism is very trendy right now. And what we mean by this is that keeping goals or monthly goals, weekly goals, whatever it might be around your lifestyle, simplistic. That also allows you to keep them very realistic and achievable as you go. So we have a health and fitness journal here at Buff Performance, and we separate different aspects of healthy living throughout the months and by week. And so you can set out your exercise goals, your health goals, your nutrition, and any extra notes you want to set aside, particularly for the likes of self-care and wellness. So keeping your goals very, very simple, and we recommend that you set 3 goals per month. No more, okay? And we really feel that you can realistically stick to those goals if they are minimalistic goals. Number 3, let's try and match our recovery time to our training. So we all know the benefits of physical training, whether you're a professional athlete or you are somebody that wants to keep fit and healthy by using walking, cycling, whatever it might be in your day. It could be just movement during the day if you do a lot of work at the laptop, at the desk, and you need to get up and move. If you've got injuries, if you've got tightnesses anywhere, having that movement break really does have so many physiological benefits. So what we recommend to do is to take a very minimalistic approach when it comes to your training regime, but also with your recovery regime. So the simple rules apply. Keep the training simple and keep the recovery very, very simple. That way you get the best value out of your training recovery. So we always suggest that every day, if you can fit it in your day, get a 10-minute block or a 15-minute block to sit back, put your feet up and just switch off from all technology, switch off from the rest of the world. Go into a quiet area of your house or wherever you are. If you're in the office working, you can always find a space, even if it's in the bathroom, to just switch off, leave the phone behind you and really take a few minutes just to think about nothing. And that's when you can also focus and practice that breathing pattern. That is number 1 on our list. So number 4 is move, move, move. So you're never too good of an athlete to keep your movement simple, and you're never too much of a bad mover or a poor mover to keep your movement simple as well. So that's a top tip we like to give in terms of keeping fundamental movements at the top of your priority when it comes to exercise. So if you're a professional athlete and you like to do really complex movements, or your sport involves complex movements, why would you leave out the minimalistic basic movements, fundamental movements from your day. We cannot lose those, and research shows over time, as we grow into our early teens, we begin to lose those movement patterns from baby up to teens as we get bigger and older. And so it's really important to keep those movement patterns going. And we suggest the 5 main exercises that you practice are hip hinge, squat, lunge, upper body push, and upper body pull. Our last top tip, guys, keep yourself hydrated. So generally speaking, research will show that most people, a minimum amount of water for hydration is 7 to 8 glasses of water. And that's usually speaking just a generous size glass. It doesn't have to be too small, it doesn't have to be a pint, but somewhere in between is a good decent amount for a glass. So you can use that to gauge your own needs. But also another way to gauge what you might need hydration wise is to look up a P chart. So you can get these P charts anywhere on Google and YouTube, and you can print it off, have it in your bathroom. Might sound a bit funny, but it's a great way to gauge your hydration levels through your urine. So if you have that hanging up in your bathroom, you can check your urine as you are finished and see what level you're at hydration wise, and then you'll know whether you need to take in more water or not. Eliminate fizzy drinks, try to keep caffeine to a minimum, particularly at this time when people might be feeling a little more anxious. And all of those top tips, guys, really apply all across the board to any level of fitness, any level of health. Main message is to get the basics right and keep them consistent, keep them going through your week. So I hope you enjoyed our 6 top tips for best healthy living, guys. If you want to get in contact with me, it's niamh@buffperformance.com, and our website is www.buffperformance.com. Thanks, guys. Bye.